Hey, it's Grady at Twin Creek Audio. Today I'm going to be taking a closer look at the Tascam M35 mixing console. So today we're going to check out some different kinds of tracks running through the console using its tape inputs. So we're going to run those through the main channel so we can see what the tracks sound like being fed through the Tascam M35 and using some of the console EQ. So the first thing I have is a rock mix. I'm going to run through the Tascam M35. I'm just using headphones to listen to, so not using my normal studio monitors because obviously I have this thing on the floor so I can demonstrate it for you. I've just got 8 outputs from an audio interface running into the tape inputs, so I have all of these main channels switched to tape on these switches. So they're all coming down the main channels so we can play the rock mix. I've got kick snare, toms. This is a combination of the overhead mics and room mics, and then bass guitar, and then I think this is like 3 electric guitars all being sent to this channel. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to sweep the EQ on the guitar in particular around so you can kind of hear the character of the EQ. Okay, give me just one moment because I've got to start the playback over there. I think that sounds pretty good. Really driving these first 2 subgroups with the drums, not driving the other 2 subgroups with the guitars as much because they're already pretty saturated. And I think it's a pretty good sounding overall. Be great for summing. EQ sounds pretty good. It's a little scratchy, but I haven't used this as much as I should have. And these trim controls actually do work on the tape return, so you can kind of get your gain staging set pretty easily. So that's the rock track. Next, let's do something that's got some drum machine and electronic stuff and also some organic instruments. So I've reconfigured some things for this next demonstration track. It's kind of a silly song. It's called Owls, but it should be a good way to see what this console sounds like to some electronic and organic tracks, because we've got acoustic drums here on these 2 channels, and then we've got drum loops and a bass drop here, and then guitars and bass here. So let's check it out. I've got to walk all the way over there to press play on this though, because this is kind of on the floor, so I could film it from overhead and from across the room. I don't know how this video is going to turn out actually. It's hard to do these videos sometimes. Owls up in the trees, 'cause you know that they are owls, not blue jays or bees, because they're living in the trees. Owls came to live in my barn. Heart taught me how to live in security, and they time everything. Don't you know that they're owls? Jays and bees. Owls hooting in the trees. Yeah, that's owls for you. That's pretty cool, actually. Really fun. And I mean, I'm hitting these peak meters on this, and I don't really hear anything other than it sounds pretty good. The M35 seems to have a pretty good amount of headroom on the buses. You can really start driving the buses, and the peak lights on the meters are coming on, but you don't really hear anything happening as far as any kind of unpleasant distortion. You can let me know what you think of the tone of the mixer whenever it's being driven like that versus on the softer sections when you don't have as much of those peak lights going on. Overall, I think it's a really interesting mixer. The EQ is a little bit limited for me, but as a summing box and especially as a bank of mic preamps, I think the Tascam M35 is a winner there. It's very, very well built, very solid. Make sure to check out all my other videos about the Tascam M35. I've even removed some of the modules in the earlier videos so you can see how the console's put together and how well it's built. These older mixing consoles that were made for small studios back in the 80s may not be the most high-end consoles in the world, but they have a particular sound and they're a lot of fun to use. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I always put links in the video description and at the end of each video to other videos that relate to the current video. So make sure to check out more of my videos. Also make sure to like and subscribe to the Twin Creek Audio YouTube channel if you have not done so already. I really appreciate everyone for watching. Thanks so much to all the new subscribers. I hope each and every one of you out there has an excellent and wonderful day, night, evening, weekend, week, day, hour, minute, second, nanosecond. Whatever it is you're having, have a good one. Thanks for watching.